Today we'll be reviewing how to understand the Aspire results reports that you're receiving in homeroom. So as 10th graders, you're actually going to be receiving two reports. The first report is going to be from this school year, and up in the top left corner it's going to say November of 2015. And you're also going to be receiving your report for your ninth grade year, and that's going to say October or November of 2014. So we're going to be focusing on the 10th grade report, but you can use these reports to compare and monitor your growth, and also take a look at where you've improved and where you still might be struggling with. So the first thing we're going to do is look at what's in this report. And there are two questions that we can answer by using this report. And the first one is, where do you currently stand? So where do you currently stand as a student in these areas? And then two, are you on target for high school, college, and career plans? So that's what we're going to be looking at first. So where are you, and are you on track? The Aspire report will give you your current status in 4 subject areas: English, reading, math, and science. The order of the categories on your report is going to be from your best performing category to the category with you struggled the most. And if you're missing a test on your report, it might be that you just didn't get a chance to take that test. There were a few students who didn't get to take all 4. When you're looking on the left side, you can see that there is a subject title, your readiness level, and your scale score, so what your actual score was on the ACT Aspire. Your readiness level shows how you compare to ACT college readiness benchmarks. It shows whether or not you're on track, if you need to improve in certain areas, if you're ready meeting those benchmarks, if you're close to meeting those benchmarks, or in need of support. So the ACT college readiness benchmarks are benchmarks that were set by the ACT, and you can see on the right side of the screen here that English is 18, reading 22, math 22, and science 23. So ACT did a lot of research to create these scores, and basically if you can meet these scores on the ACT, then you are showing that you have a high probability of success during your freshman year of college. Basically, that high probability of success is that you have a 50% chance or better of getting a B or better in your freshman level college courses. So we really want to see our students trying to meet these scores so they can show that they're college ready. The green and orange graph on your report shows you how you're doing right now compared to the national average of students taking the Aspire test and those ACT readiness benchmarks. So on your report, on your 10th grade report, you'll see several dots if you joined us in the 9th grade and took the Aspire with us in the 9th grade. So the black dot indicates your score from last year, while the orange dot indicates your current score. And you'll notice that unlike on the screen here, there's no orange pathway prediction that looks like a triangle. This is because you have taken the last year of the Aspire tests, and next year you'll be taking the ACT. That means you have approximately 1 year to complete your final preparations for the ACT. On the right side of the graph, you can see your skill performance in different sub-areas of the subject. This space will tell you what percentage of those types of questions you got correct and compares that percentage to the ACT College Readiness benchmark in that sub-area. So you can see here that this student, we're looking at their reading results, and we can see the percentage of the results or percentage of questions they got right in each of those categories. So are you on target for your high school, college, and career plans? With the ACT Aspire, you can actually receive your predicted ACT subject score range and your predicted ACT composite score range. What you want to ask yourself is, how do these predicted ranges fit with your post-secondary goals? The Aspire gives you a range of scores because your final score depends on your next year of preparation. So you have the opportunity to score at the higher end of that range or even higher by taking extra steps to prepare yourself. The supplemental scores page on the last page of your report for 10th grade gives you an indication of where you fall right now in areas such as STEM, progress with text complexity, and progress towards career readiness. We're going to be going over this page in a little bit more detail in just a minute. On this page is your national percentile rank. So in addition to the national average on the first page of your report, the last page also gives you an indication of where you fall compared with other students on a national level. In this example, the student's national percentile rank for mathematics was 60%, and that means that this sample student scored as high or higher than 60% of students in the national comparison group. So what do you do with this report now that you have it? There are a couple of things that you can do. You can make goals for your future, you can compare your current performance with your post-secondary plans, and you can use it as a tool to help you prepare for the ACT next year. So making goals for your future, using additional information on your report, you can make your goals. And you always want to include action steps with your goals to help the goals become more attainable and realistic. So questions to consider before you start this process are: which areas did you struggle with the most? What types of questions gave you the most difficulty? And what are the improvement ideas for that subject area provided by the ACT Aspire? We'd love for you to make a goal to improve a particular skill in one subject area, or even a couple of skills or different areas. And you'll have until March to work on your improvements, March of next year when you take the ACT. So an example goal might be, my goal is to increase my accuracy with algebra questions by the time I take Aspire next year. I'm currently scoring at 33%. So I will request a meeting with my math teacher as my first action step to discuss how I can improve my algebra skills. I can use the online Khan Academy application to practice algebra, and then I'm going to complete a practice algebra quiz or ACT subject test to see how my improvements are going. Your supplemental scores can also affect the types of goals you set for yourself. So here you can see more generalized information about STEM readiness, progress with text complexity, and progress towards career readiness. These scores are generalizations provided from years of research by the ACT organization. STEM combines your math and science scores to create a predictor for success in fields that require those types of skills. Progress with text complexity looks at your responses on the Aspire and determines your success when dealing with passages or excerpts that are particularly difficult in the areas of vocabulary or sentence structure. Progress towards career readiness is a score that predicts your achievement on a different ACT assessment called the ACT National Career Readiness Certificate. The WorkKeys program that provides a pathway towards graduation is related to this assessment. The assessment measures skills that are important for future job success across many different types of industries. So more information can be found at the link on your score report. If you're considering Great Oaks, this assessment may be part of your program, so I would really recommend that you visit that link to learn more about how you can improve your progress towards career readiness. You won't have an English language arts score because we did not give the writing subject test. So using the ACT predicted score and your composite score range, you get a better idea of where you might fit at the post-secondary level. So what we want you to ask yourself is, does your predicted score match up with the 4-year or 2-year schools that interest you? If the answer is yes, then continue working and preparing as you are now. If the answer is no, consider the goals you are setting for yourself. By improving your learning in the areas you struggled with, you can also improve your score to match the requirements of the schools you wish to attend. So you have approximately 1 year before you will complete the ACT with Milford, and this means you have 1 year to improve that pathway and earn towards the higher end of that range, or even better. Your Aspire report can be extremely useful in helping you to understand your current progress and to focus your improvements. We've contacted all parents letting them know that you would be receiving your Aspire results today, and we also sent them an email that includes a video much like this one and additional resources regarding the test. So please be sure to take your report home and share with your parents. They'll be expecting it. Together you can review the results and make a plan for your future. And if you have questions, you can come see Mrs. Emmons in the counseling office or email me at emmons_e@milfordschools.org. Have a great day.